have to start off with Spain. They have defeated France to win the Olympic gold medal game. Um, in the men's Olympic gold medal soccer showdown, this game was played on the Parc des Princes in front of a sold-out stadium filled with all the French fans rooting on their team, rooting on the home team to complete it done. But it was Spain that ended up stealing this victory in extra time with 2 goals from Cameo, 2 absolutely brilliant finishes that came late in that game, and it's a heartbreaking way for France to lose the Olympic gold medal opportunity here. Obviously, the sights were gold when you bring the talented team that France and Thierry Henry was able to bring. You'll see the likes of Michael Olise, Jean-Philippe Mateta, Lacazette, players with real ability. Miliot was able to get a goal. Luc Bade, solid center half. But even players like Ryan Cherki onto the bench. But you just see the Spanish team in this magical summer for Spain continues winning the European Championships a few weeks ago, now winning the gold medal at these games. This is 32 years in the waiting for Spain. The last time that they won the gold medal was, I believe, at the Barcelona Olympics. So where they did that at home. Now they were able to go on, take this opportunity away from France from winning it at home. It's brilliant. It's brilliant. Cameo, who scored that goal after he came on in the 83rd minute, said, "We are the happiest children in the world." It was a game that it was a high quality game, I'll say. Real quality. Yes, this was a lot of players that were U23. Most of them were U23. But we saw a lot of quality on that pitch. A lot of players with technical ability, with athleticism, with the forward thinking of mentality, with the bravery and courage of playing football the way it's supposed to be played. We saw 2 teams willing to be open and play end-to-end football and create opportunities and leave space, not being afraid to push numbers forward and leave space open and counterattack. Both teams played with some courage and some desire. But Spain, they were just a little bit more clinical, a little bit more quality. France, they were able to get that early goal, lucky break, goalkeeping mistake from the Spanish goalkeeper. His name is escaping my head. But poor mistake by him. But he did come around to Arnau Tenas. Yeah, now I got it. Arnau Tenas, who was actually was part of the Barcelona youth setup, now is at PSG. Arnau Tenas, but he actually ended up making an unbelievable save at the end of the first half to keep it 3-1, which really could have changed the trajectory of the game if France was able to get that goal. It was really good. He was able to make the save. The ball was already behind him. He had to reach his hand back. Tim Howard was on commentary. He kind of broke it down excellent for us on how impressive it was save, and it was very, very impressive. But yes, he made that poor mistake on that first goal. But Spain, they were able to move the ball and find themselves in dangerous position. And Fermin Lopez, boy, he's shown this Olympic Games that this dude is a star. He is a star in the making. He's always in the right areas at the right time. Great finishing, good technical ability, has the courage and desire of showing up in these big moments, going down 1 goal early in this sort of atmosphere at the Parc des Princes, going up against France, going down early in that atmosphere, and the way he responds for his team and getting those 2 goals. And he's been essential for this team because he's had, I believe, 6 goals at these Olympic Games, which, 6 goals in 6 games is very impressive normally and easily should get you the Golden Boot. But Brahimi had an absolutely brilliant tournament as well. But the difference is, Fermin Lopez, he did all these goals from open play. Brahim Loop, Rahimi for Morocco, a lot of his goals came from penalties, and he's also a 28-year-old playing in a youth tournament. This is a actual proper U23 player, 21. So in my opinion, Fermin Lopez has been the real star of this tournament, real standout. He's playing at Barcelona now, or he's been at Barcelona throughout the setup, but he hasn't really got to, he got 31 appearances this season. He had 8 goals. He can take that next level. He's a brilliant player, Fermin Lopez, and has the intangibles, has that clutch sort of gene. And then they had that absolutely free kick at the end of the half to make it 3-1. And France, they were able to dig in. They were able to create a few opportunities here and there. Nothing clear, but they were able to get that breakthrough on the set piece. And then they needed a break. They needed a break to get them into extra time. They got it on the back post. The Spanish defender makes a bad play trying to defend the corner kick, has his hands wrapped around, and that essentially gives France an opportunity to get extra time. And Jean-Philippe Mateta, he's done what he's done all this tournament, show up for his country. Absolute clutch penalty to push it into extra time. And in extra time, they were broken down by Spain. Lovely passing, lovely combination play that we saw in the first goal from Fermin Lopez. Something similar to that, the lovely combination you see of Spanish players. They get the ball. They get the ball to Cameo with an absolutely delicate finish over the French goalkeeper. In that sort of situation, in that moment, on the stage, the class of that finish, I was so surprised by the courage and the mental strengths and how this moment wasn't too big for a lot of these young guys. Being able to finish in that moment, absolute brilliant. And also, another thing, at the end, Arnaud Tenas, he gets the ball. I believe he catches a cross or something. He could easily go down and just waste the time. The courage, the awareness to quickly look up and to throw one heck of a ball. I'm talking, he launches it with one, on a throw, he launches it basically past the halfway line, and Cameo was able to get on the end of it, use his pace to get past the defender, and another amazing, delicate finish to completely seal the deal. Again, that's composure at the finest level, and it was an absolutely brilliant finish, and it was an absolutely brilliant moment. You see all the Spanish players, the substitutes, the coaches going on the field to get to him across the field. You don't see that often, and it was a beautiful scene. You saw the passion, you saw the Spanish passion, you saw Luis de la Fuente coming out after a game. Enjoy this. This is the start of something, and it really is. This is the start of something, because Spain just won a European Championship, and now they have these sort of core, really talented players. It's a start of another golden generation for Spain, I'm afraid. This is an absolutely brilliant team, and this is a team that should make a lot of national teams be a little bit frightened, because I don't see them slowing down, and I definitely see them entering that next World Cup as potential favorites. With the way that they did it, it's been nothing short of sensational. They've had to dig deep. They lost a game earlier in this tournament against Egypt in the group stages, a game that they really rested in, but still, they bounced back. They bounced back beautifully. They had to fight back against Morocco to get past them, and then in this one. But let's be real. If we have to analyze it, France played some really good football, but to be honest, they weren't just at Spain's level. Spain was just better than them. They controlled the ball better than them, and they just played a little bit better than them, and they created more clear-cut chances more than them. Because let's be for real, France, they were able to get this extra time, 3-3. The first goal came off a poor goalkeeper mistake. Essentially, it was a poor mistake. It should never have gone in. It's a lucky break, and the third goal was also a lucky break. It was kind of, it was a place that you shouldn't concede a penalty in that sort of positioning, defending a set piece. Just keep yourself, just keep yourself in between the ball and the goal. Make some sort of effort on the ball, trying to go for your head. The cross wasn't gonna get to him. The cross was too high. It was kind of another lucky break. 2 of the 3 goals were essentially lucky breaks for France, that really got them the opportunity to even be in the extra time. Let's be for real. Like, if we have to be honest, Spain was just a better team. France were lucky to get this into extra time. Although France did show some quality in this game, some real players that stood out for them. There's no questions about that. And France is also has a future with you see the players that they have. But it's disappointing, France, they wanted to win their first Olympic gold since the 84 Olympics in Los Angeles. And Thierry Henry, he wanted this to, bring this gold medal back to his country, something he didn't have an opportunity to do as a player because he never played. You saw, the players and all the fans appreciated, or not the players, but all the fans appreciating Thierry Henry, as they did their lap of honor, Thierry Henry. And look, I've been critical about Thierry Henry in terms of as a manager being a prospect for USMNT because I don't think he's good enough. I don't think he's a good enough tactician. I don't think he's a good enough coach. I do think he's probably a great motivator and he has a good personality and he's probably a good man manager and all that. And I think he did decent to get them to the gold medal game. I think they should have won it, to be honest, with the quality that they have. But I think he did a decent job getting them. But he should be anywhere near the USMNT national team position or any national team that has any sort of World Cup sort of aspirations to go past the group stages. Because let's just call it as it is. He's not a coach at that level. He's failed at multiple club spots. He didn't fail at this Olympic Games, but it was definitely not a success because when you see the quality of players that they have and the fact that they were playing this tournament at home, nothing short of a gold medal was going to be success, Despite how even the final played out, the way that they lost it at the end, nothing was going to be a success unless he won it. So you can't even say this has been a success either. So, I look forward to see what's the next step in his manager career. And I think the biggest takeaway from this Olympic Games is the future is bright for this Spanish national team. The future is extremely, extremely bright.